Now, this woman is 22, and I didn't, somehow this didn't come out, honey. You have pain with something, and then when you lay down, it passes, and then you can finish whatever fruit you're eating. Bowels twisted, stomach, I don't know. I didn't really get the first part of this. You could have some ulcerations there, a blockage there, a narrowing there of the esophagus or stomach sphincters. I didn't get enough information from you, sweetheart. Angel-wise, yeah, you had some, got to see some stuff in the hospital there, Children's Hospital. This project I'm working with some people on, very big, think Disney World. One of the billionaires, I think, involved, sits on the board of 3 major children's hospitals, disgusted at what he sees. So there is a probability of working in certain areas like that, but I'm not about to help St. Jude's or any of these hospitals without recognition of the Supreme Being. This concept that we're alternative medicine makes me want to throw up. We need to put things in order and start being truthful with everybody and everything. Truth hurts a lot of people. Me, I love it, but truth hurts a lot of people for some reason, and I find that amazing. So yeah, it's if you saw here, sweetheart, if you saw what we saw and the pleas for help, whew. Yeah, you know what? This lady is Love Arenka. You know what? It disgusts me too about the glandulars. It's a I'm torn. I know that everything is karma, and a holy man once told me it's even karma with the animals, you know. So I'm a bit torn with that myself. I guess I love all creatures by far. I mean, I don't care what they are. I mean, I'm not so good with snakes and spiders and roaches and stuff, but you know, I still love them. But still, humans are suffering bad, and the children are suffering real bad. And I tell you, we're so advanced in our genetics. Some of these kids are real. The endocrine glands are really chronic, and so this is one way to really help. But I'm kind of torn with you, so I don't know what to say about that. You know, going back to Angel Wise here, you know, this same thing is true in nursing homes. It's a disgusting picture. Door after doors, acidosis after acidosis, dehydrated beings, severe scoliosis. And then they march them down and have an acid meal. You know, we had a man one time, and he couldn't speak. He was been in a nursing home for 2 years, laid there and just didn't speak. And so his wife and his son came in to see me and said, "Can you help us?" So I said, "Sure." So we had to use a feeding tube in him. And so this was in June. By Christmas, I had this man home, and this man hadn't spoken words in a couple of years. I had him home at Christmas playing and laughing with his kids. That's the power of healing. That is the power of true healing. But we get in nursing homes and a lot of people don't want their family back. That's the other problem. We have a lot of that. Dan, about the cherries. Dark cherries, I love them. I love them all. I don't think there's a fruit I don't like. Maybe, I don't know. Some of that's okay. But man, I tell you, these tropical berries, and I love everything like that. It's just so good for you. I just wish we had quality food so we could have a better measurement in this country, and so we wouldn't have so much of the butt kicking on the fruit side. But I tell you, we need good quality fruits and picked ripe, and stay away from using these high nitrogen fertilizers to acidify our trees. That's not good. Now, this is a Terry that wrote me. He's 24 years old. He's been through a lot, been through ecstasy and a lot of drugs and stuff like that. And, you know, a lot of these are big-time neurotoxins. So add neurotoxins on top of already a weak adrenal, or if you don't, you're going to get one. Yeah, they play their toll, you know. I mean, look at Amy and Michael Jackson. I mean, these are neurotoxins, and they're trying to seek why these people die. Neurotoxins will actually stop you from breathing. You'll actually just stop breathing. And so it's anxiety-ridden. You know, it gets into the serotonin and neurotransmitter. You're exactly right. So, sounds like you're doing good. You turned yourself around here, and you're walking down that road. You got in brain and nerve. That was a good choice. Kidney and bladder. I'd probably use 2 of those, 2 lymphatic formulas. Circulation. I'd do circulation upper. You can trade off between the 2, save money. The endocrine glands, good choice here. I'd keep moving that lymph system, you know, cleaning, because residues of these drugs are probably still in you. I've seen residues of chemotherapy a couple of years later come out of people. Just disgusting, you know. But you got miles of lymph. And one of the questions here was asking me, does the lymph dump into the blood and then back into the kidneys? Or lymph again? No. You can't dump acids back in the blood. There's some conversion like carbon dioxide to water and stuff, but you can't convert all the acids in the body to alkalis. There is some elimination through the lymph that has to occur through the kidneys and not enter the blood. This is why the capillaries are different on each side. Your vascular capillaries are much smaller than your lymphatic capillaries. And the reason is the lymphatic capillaries can take cells, acids, proteins. Your blood can't. And there's a vital reason for that, because you can't contaminate the blood. The Supreme Being wouldn't be that stupid to have your body recontaminate its own self but its own waste. That's why we have excretion of waste to the outside world. So real important, you know. But, you know, it's a learning process. We don't know it all. I certainly don't know it all. You asked me about Terry, about the vaccinations going to India. Whew, I love India. In India, got a lot of friends. I don't know what to tell you. You know, it is about culturing medium. So if you want to take the vaccinations, I'd take them and then get home, detoxify yourself real big. But at the same time, you know, try to get the thimersals and the mercury-free vaccines. But again, the problem with this, and this is going back to even polio, you know, using live vaccines. And when they started vaccinating for polio, polio went up 680-some%. So they freaked and changed the symptoms to meningitis. So it looked like polio was benefiting from vaccinations, and what it was doing was giving a lot more people polio. I've got an article around here where a mother's looking at her infant in a very sad posture, and it was on the front page, I think, of the Tampa Tribune, and it said her infant contracted polio from the live vaccine. Now, they're not using so much live vaccine here. It's like, what are you guys thinking? You're putting in microbes into a toxic bodies. You know, it's all about culturing mediums. It's like virals. It's all about cells. Are you strong? Are you weak? The weak do not survive nature, and that includes human cells. We got to wake up to some of these natural laws and change the focus like you guys are doing. You guys are strengthening the cells that comprise the human body. Does that not make sense? And you're cleaning the waste and the acids out that's damaging them. Does that not make sense? You guys are really good, and I appreciate it. You guys are really giving me some good feedback. So clean your lymph system. I can't advise you on whether you do the vaccines or not. If you do them, just detoxify your body really, really good.